Hold on, bro. I'm going to the bathroom right quick.
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
Fuck. I made a mess. Damn.
What'd you do?
I knocked shit over. Fuck.
Oh, you made a mess on the tray.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like you spilled it on the blanket and I say, damn, that sucks.
I've been pissed off. Huh. Damn, man. Damn, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I just made a mess, bro. Damn. Mm. Yep, I already know how it go, bro. You just got home too? Man, this about to be a shootout, bro. I saw y'all game at the end, bro. Man, hell yeah, bro. This game mean both a lot to both of us. I saw the conference shit. I said, man, god damn. Man, nah, for real, bro. Hey, the number one team though, I knocked them off though, bro. I got them, bro. I had to get them, bro. Had to get Bama. Had to get him. Hmm. I know, bro. I know, bro. I be seeing the shit, bro. I be like, bro, oh. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. At all, bro. We're doing some shit. Hmm. And just do shit, bro. All right, I'm ready. Here we go.
At the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it
I
off
don't
in
even care.
time. It'll be a
Fuck.
delay of game.
I hate when they do
Quarterback
that shit to
just
start the
lost
game
track
off.
of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Yeah, bro. You only get them 20 seconds.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going for a big play right off the bat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception, man. This is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind.
Shit.
This time he doesn't
Oh,
get loose, and
block
finally
him,
the defense
bro.
gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, shit. Man. Don't let nobody come
On
free,
third and
bro.
long, he has to
God
throw
did.
for it. Picked off.
Somebody come fucking free, bro.
Not the biggest return, but he sets him up
Damn.
inside the red zone at the 19.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Leaves it with the running back. Gets it LSU quick to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
He really got hurt on that bullshit play too, bro. He wasn't even in possession. What the fuck?
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Ings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit
Slow
like
ass.
that, you might as well hang on to the
No,
ball.
let him take off.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide
Knew he
receiver
wasn't gonna let
ball
him
as
take
often
off,
as
bro.
possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage
Slow as fuck.
dictate who gets the ball.
Wait
There
for
was
his
somebody
ass to
else
go.
open on that play.
From the gun, they'll try the
Shit.
middle.
See, that's exactly what I think. Y'all ain't touching nobody.
Behind the line of
Come on.
scrimmage, he had been running wild.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's
fuck. He dropped.
Off, and they ruin an early drive.
Damn, he got a crazy burst.
Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions
crazy
already
bird.
in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Huh.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Got a man. It's Durham.
Bro, you gotta make
And some room to work.
hell no, bro. Damn. Go down.
Down
What?
at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback.
Oh,
Finding
no
him,
way. You
getting
gotta
it
make
to him
that- you
quickly,
gotta make that
and then
play.
his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field.
Oh, wait, bro. Y'all gotta make that play. Got to.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Smart. Gotta be smart.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his
No, I
feet
didn't,
set and
bro.
get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
No time.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Here comes the heat. Finds his man, it's Staley. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
and great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Bishop. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line.
It made me run too. Get the fuck out the way, bro.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I knew I should have did what the fuck I was going to do the first time.
Come to the
Audible.
line in the hurry up. Quarterback making checks. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Can't get the head around.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Right. He didn't even see the ball. It was too late.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown ball. Fit it in the window for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up Blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth for inside a minute to play in the first. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas.
Ran past.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making it work.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Gonna let it fly.
Man, yo, ain't accurate. Man, get the fuck on, bro.
Big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Under fire.
Damn, I ain't see him, bro. I saw him late.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to
Should have took the second fucking way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They are up by just one over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboard and kneeling on third down. the shotgun, the inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here. He'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good about the line.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Looking to throw a Tagular.
Good, bro. Didn't nobody even touch him.
Got it wrapped up at the
Yeah,
28.
same.
Yeah, and I think on 3rd and inches, sometimes as an offense, you'll be willing to be a little bit aggressive because you say, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Bad play
What you
call.
don't expect, Palmer, is the sack.
Yeah, and the quarterback's just got to know, hey, if this play isn't going to work and the defense wins, I can't take the sack. I got to throw this thing away and keep it in 4th and inches. Now we've got an interesting decision for this coaching staff. What do they do after taking the negative play, setting up 4th down?
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Brown. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Wow. Come on, bro.
Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson.
Fuck, man.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles. He does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Nobody block all of a sudden.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
My fault, man.
This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short game.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Posting the marker, it's Bishop. Right midfield, he's got room. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no
throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Runyon. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. throw. It's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive in the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Durham. Gets away from one. Finds some
crazy
space.
bird.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That make chocolate though, bro.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's reeled in. It's Hilton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. The short hands, it's Matthews. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got his man to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on 3rd down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the come.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Just too much of a rush, and down.
Damn, I got a punt too, bro.
Just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Bro, what? What?
And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. and they're able to make the tackle.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Van Buren. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds a man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Got a man. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the ups. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it that deep.
Wow,
right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the 1st down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Snagged on the outside. It's Matthews. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Aguilar. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing
crazy,
so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle.
I swear I got on top of him, bro, on that 4th down, bro.
Their way back in this one.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one.
That's crazy. He had to create another boost after that shit.
With just a few yards
what?
To go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Nice.
What kind of pass was that, bro?
Hand in there and knock it away.
Got got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding
Wobbling?
effort. QB
That's
taking a shot
crazy.
down the
That's
middle of the field.
diabolical.
There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Grab near the
Bro,
marker. It's Matthews.
get out the way.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try to save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They just keep firing. This time it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it.
So he's going to keep firing like we ain't got
getting
to.
an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
What?
And his 5th interception of the game.
GG's, bro.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback keeper. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's good enough for first down.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad...
support, which is unprecedented for the draft this under the president. How are you feeling about this?
Last time I was on here. here, that's exactly what I said. I said that if this turns into a full-on regime change, forever war kind of thing.